as local news gets. News 12, Brooklyn.
Thanks for joining us on this Monday afternoon. I'm Kevin McCabe. A day of wild weather in our borough. First it was hot, humid, and sticky. Now the clouds are coming, bringing with it some rain, and it possibly could get worse. News 12 Brooklyn's Kenna Vernon is in Brooklyn Bridge Park with the latest. Kenna.
Hi, Kevin. Yes, we are here in Brooklyn Bridge Park, and I know the sun is out right now, but you can definitely tell a storm is brewing. And if you have a case of the Mondays, you may not want to listen to this right now. And that's the latest here in Brooklyn Bridge Park. Kenna Vernon, News 12. Now back to you in the studio.
Oh, thank you, Kenna. And we are on storm watch here, as Kenna mentioned. Let's go right over to Stacey Ann now, who's standing by with the very latest. Stacey Ann.
Thank you so much, Kevin. Yes, severe thunderstorm watch in effect until about 8 p.m. So what that means, the potential for the heavy downpours coming up next. We'll time this all out for you, Kevin.
Thanks, Stacey Ann. We have a News 12 update for you. The young woman who was shot over the weekend in Bed-Stuy has died from her injuries. Police responded to Quincy Street around 1:30 yesterday morning near Nostrand Avenue for shots fired. Police say 18-year-old Beverly Turner was shot several times and was taken to King County Hospital, where she later died. There are no arrests in the case so far, and authorities are still investigating. Crews pull a body from the East River off the coast of Brooklyn Bridge Park. Around 6:30 this morning, police were called to the area of Atlantic Avenue near Pier 6. There they found a man in his 20s, unconscious and unresponsive in the water. Medical examiner will determine his cause of death and name. Witnesses say they were shocked by the discovery.
I was hoping it was a prank of some sort, but unfortunately when I called it and the police showed up shortly thereafter, it turned out to be real.
It was a very sickening feeling. I've never seen a body being pulled out of the water before.
A few weeks ago, a 21-year-old man, Stephen Middleton, jumped off a Williamsburg pier with his friends and was later found days later. Of course, police have not linked the two cases. Troubling news for commuters who rely on the Long Island Railroad. A strike could be coming. News 12 Brooklyn's Amanda Pacencia explains this dilemma in our Word on the Street.
If you take the Long Island Railroad, you could soon have a real commuting headache. And that's your Word on the Street.
And a reminder, the 3 Brooklyn Long Island Railroad stops that would be impacted by a strike are Atlantic Terminal, Nostrand Avenue, and East New York stations. Those connect to the transit hub in Jamaica, Queens. Again, that's only LIRR service. Regular subway service at those locations will not be impacted. For all the information on the possible strike and how you can be affected, head to our website, news12.com, and click on numbers and links. 12 is on entertainment now. Fans of the film and novel American Psycho will soon see Patrick Bateman on the New York stage. Second Stage Theater it is, said Monday. It will be staged an off-Broadway musical based on the book, starting in February of 2015. The show will use original songs along with a mix of songs from the era of that story, the 1980s. I'm Kevin McCabe. This is News 12 Brooklyn. More of your hyperlocal headlines are in just 2 minutes. Plus, the city is putting some new plans in place when it comes to preparing for a major storm.
You're watching News 12 Brooklyn.
Organizers and volunteers with Give, Laugh, Groove hope to pack thousands of meals with the goal of fighting hunger. Monday and Tuesday, hundreds of volunteers are expected to pack up around 100,000 meals. Those meals will be shipped off around the world to children who might otherwise go hungry. On top of that, 2 musicians are performing for 40 hours straight to keep the volunteers motivated and entertained. Organizers encourage anyone interested in helping to stop by.
It's really important to come out today because it's a chance to do a great thing, and it's a chance to understand that it's not hard or it's not boring to do good things. You can see live music, hang out with hundreds of people from around the city, and also feed malnourished kids around the world. It's just why wouldn't you want to do something like that?
Well, if you couldn't make it out today, you can stop by tomorrow anytime between 10:30 in the morning until 6 o'clock at night. They'll be packing food at 452 Union Street.
Time now for sports. I'm Kurt Semder. And that's your Brooklyn Sports.
Floods, downed power lines, and uprooted trees are just some of the problems to deal with after a hurricane. That's why various city agencies met today to talk about how to work together more efficiently to prepare for potential disasters. News 12 Brooklyn's John Diaz has more on that story.
Both communication and teamwork are what these local leaders are stressing. Reporting from Cadman Plaza, John Diaz, News 12.
All right, preparing for hurricanes. We got a storm coming in. I tell you, we got everything going right now. How are we looking out there, Stacey Ann?
Oh, it's warm and muggy. It's the kind of day where you're outside and you feel like no matter what, you need a shower. Another round of wet weather for your Tuesday and then even early into Wednesday morning. And then we clear out, enjoying the second half of the work week. More news, more weather heading your way after the break.